D, wait for it, delightful.
Check out the name tag. You're in my world now, Grandma.
What's up, nerds? So, with the release of the Morbius trailer, and then we got to see Michael Keaton come in as the Vulture, I'm assuming he's the Vulture, aka Adrian Toomes, sorry about that. I'm assuming that they're going forward with some kind of Sinister Six movie. So I would like to talk right now about who is going to be in that Sinister Six, and if there's any other thoughts, then you guys can leave that in the comment section down below. So let's just dive right in. So, like I said before, Adrian Toomes coming into this movie could mean going forward in the future, they're obviously doing some kind of world building between the Sony movies and maybe the Marvel movies. This may be part of Amy Pascal's plan, or, you know, I'm not sure if this is Kevin Feige approved or whatnot, but they are building some kind of Spider-Verse there in these live-action movies, and so this could, of course, like I said, lead up to the Sinister Six, which Morbius would be. He was a member of one incarnation of the Sinister Six. So, of course, this would be their version of the Sinister Six. And this might not be the classic Sinister Six that we want, and we might not get that, but at least we're getting some kind of Sinister Six incarnation here. And so, assuming that they are doing the Sinister Six, which means what villains are joining this team to hopefully face off against Spider-Man. So the first one I'm going to talk about is, of course, like I said, Adrian Toomes, who would be playing Vulture. Now, he was in the original Sinister Six, Vulture, so he could be, you know, maybe the leader, whatnot. I'm not sure how they're going to do that and everything, but he would be one of the members of the Sinister Six. And I love this idea. I love this whole thought. And now I'm not sure if this takes place before he becomes Vulture, but because he's in this movie, he could still be in there. This could just take place before Spider-Man Homecoming, and then he becomes the Vulture, and then they have a Sinister Six afterwards. So, yeah, I'm glad that they have him in there. So the next one, of course, is another Sony movie. And that is, of course, Venom. Venom could be, you know, one of the Sinister Six. He is in an incarnation of the Sinister Six. And it would be really good to see the crossover from Sony movies, Morbius and Venom, which we'll talk about Morbius right after this. I think it would be really great to see, because I liked Venom. I don't know if you liked Venom, but I really liked Venom a lot. I thought it was super fun, and I thought it was going to be a complete abortion, but it wasn't. It wasn't the best movie I've ever seen, but I thought I liked it. So then, of course, the next one is Morbius. Morbius could be on the team, like I said before. He has been in one incarnation of the Sinister Six and everything. It wasn't my favorite incarnation, but, you know, whatever. But he could be in this one, and it would be super fun to see Spider-Man kind of face off against him and see what happens there. So now, the next ones I want to talk about are only in the MCU, so I'm just curious to see if they use, again, the same actors and where they go with these. So the one I want to talk about, which I don't know if this one would be in it, so we're just going to play with it a little bit, is, of course, Mysterio. Now, I know Mysterio died in Far From Home, but did he really die? Who knows? I personally don't want him to be dead because I love Jake Gyllenhaal's I love their imagining of the character and their reimagining of the character. And then I also like Jake Gyllenhaal's take on the character and how he would play it and everything. And plus, I loved all the illusions. It was just great, just great. So I hope he's not dead, and I hope they bring him in for this incarnation of the Sinister Six in a movie, because Mysterio was also a founding member of the Sinister Six. So I would be really great to see him there. So the next one I want to talk about that we didn't see him in a suit, but we got to see the character, was, of course, Scorpion. Now, we only got to see him in Homecoming, and then he went to jail, but we did see him in a scene later on in that one. And I think that it would be really good to see Scorpion get a suit, which I'll talk about how he gets that in just a second, but get a suit and take on Spider-Man with these other villains. It'd be great to see him and everything. I am curious to see what suit incarnation they'll use from the comic books. There is one where he's just wearing that green suit with the tail from the back, but there is also the one from the Spider-Verse movie, which is fantastic. It's where he's got robot legs and half of him is actually robot, and he moves around like a scorpion. Then he's got the tail, of course, but the upper half is just him with tattoos and stuff like that. So then The last member, maybe the last member, is of course the Shocker, which we also got to see in Homecoming. And we didn't get to see him in his full Shocker outfit, or if we did, I didn't like it. So I hope that they do more of a comic book accurate one, but kind of beef it up a little bit like they did in these other movies and everything. I think it would be great. And plus it would be really good to see the Shocker. But it would just really be good to see that character come to life. So the last one I want to talk about is not an official member, but he could be. But if not, if Mysterio is dead, then the Tinkerer, I'm talking about the Tinkerer, could be a member of the Sinister Six. But if Mysterio is not dead, then the Tinkerer is not an official member of the Sinister Six, because then it would be the Sinister Seven, but he could be just somebody that helps him out a little bit, a little tech support and everything, and he would basically just make Scorpion's suit and then make the Shocker's suit better, just kind of like upgrade it and everything. And the same with also, you could upgrade the Vulture's suit, and then I mean, Morbius and Venom don't need suits. They've already got those. But just upgrade everybody's suit or give him a suit, and he could help out with that and not be an official member. Because he kind of seemed like a I'm a builder, not a fighter kind of person in those movies. And he's kind of been that in the comic books. Plus, he does build all the villains' suits and everything. So, tell me, how do you feel about this incarnation of the Sinister Six? Do you like my ideas? Do you not like my ideas? How do you guys feel about it? Go ahead and leave all your comments in that section down below. Is there a character, a villain that you would like to see in the Sinister Six that they could introduce in this, in a Sinister Six movie and just kind of add it in there and everything? Or do you think that this is a good incarnation of it? Because they've already brought these characters to the big screen. Like I said, go ahead and leave all your comments in that section down below. If you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button. You know, I won't mind. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it. And you guys have a wonderful day. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.